The 27th of August, Rabbi Moore, Parsha Hashavua.
Okay. Rosh Hashanah is coming soon.
Oy vey.
Okay. Pashas Kisova.
Let's see. V'haya ki Savo el haaretz asher Hashem Elokecha nosein lecha nachala v'rishta v'yashafta v'yashafta ba. It will be when you enter the land that Hashem your God gives to you as an inheritance, and you will take possession of it and dwell in it. Rashi says, it will be when you enter the land, etc., and you take possession of it and dwell in it. Magid, this tells us, Shelo nis chayvu bevikurim, that they were not obligated concerning bikurim, first fruits. Ad shekavshu es haaretz, until they conquered the land. V'chil kuha, and apportioned it. Where does he get the connection to first fruits from? Uh-oh, we lost the rabbi. I'll be right back, Yehil. Okay.
Hey, I'm sorry about that.
Hi, what happened?
My internet went down.
Oh, okay. Well, you get
Back
your
again.
turn. Okay, so did you hear me read the Rashi?
No, I just read the pasuk and that was it.
Okay, so I'll do the Rashi again. It will be when you enter the land, etc., and you take possession of it and dwell in it. Magid. This tells us Shalo nis chayvu b'vikorim, that they were not obligated concerning bikorim, first fruits, ad shekavsu es haaretz, until they conquered the land, v'hil kuha, and apportioned it.
Right.
And so my question is, I don't get where he makes the connection to the bikurim.
Because that's what the next pasuk is going to talk about.
I see. Okay, he's jumping ahead. All right. So shall we go on?
Yes, please.
I'm sorry. What are we in?
Eating lunch at 1:30.
Yes, please. V'lakachta me reshis ki pri hadama asher.
Kol pri ha'adama.
I'm sorry. Kol pri ha'adama asher tavi me artzecha asher Hashem Elokecha nosein loch v'sam ta vatene v'halachta es hamakom
El hamakom.
el hamakom asher yivchar Hashem Elokecha l'shakein Shemo Sham. Okay, so it means that you shall take the first
From the first. But this is actually going to point out
from the first of all the fruit, of every fruit of the ground that you bring from your land, that Hashem your God gives to you,
is giving to you, yeah.
And you shall put it
No. Yeah, put it.
in a
Yes,
basket,
correct.
and you go to the place that Hashem your God will choose.
The
To
Shakei
make
Shemo
his name
Sham.
rest there.
Right, to rest his presence. Shechina is right, to rest his divine presence there.
Well, this word lisha kain means to rest.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. On the first, below kol reshis, but not the entire first.
Right. From the first of all the fruits of the land. That's interesting. I'm not sure why it actually says kol pri adama. Okay.
Right. She'ein kol aperos chayavin bevikurim. That not all of the fruits are come under the obligation of bikurim. Ella shivas yaminin bilvad. Rather, 7 species alone.
Right.
Ne'emar kan eretz. The word eretz is
It says,
stated.
Asher tavi me'artzecha, right, from your land. Okay. Okay. V'nema lahalon.
Where do you see me'artzecha?
No, where does it say eretz over here? It says, as I'm saying, Asher tavi me'artzecha. That's what it says, from you, which you will bring from your land.
I don't see it. Let's see. It's in the pasuk. You're talking about in the Torah?
Yeah, in this pasuk here, pasuk base. Lakachta mereishis kopri adama asher tavi me'artzecha.
Artzecha. From your land.
Right. So therefore, that's why it says in this pasuk eretz, because it doesn't say anywhere else.
Okay, so the word eretz is stated here. V'ne'emar lahalan, and it is stated above.
Elsewhere, yeah. Lahalan actually means later or further on. But lahalan is a general term meaning somewhere else, elsewhere.
It doesn't mean above?
It no, on the contrary. Lahalan means further on. Lahalan means elsewhere. That's best how that's how I translated it. It's the best way of translating it. Okay.
As it says elsewhere, Eretz Chita Use Ora Vigomer, a land of wheat, barley, etc.
Yeah, which is written in Parshas Eikev. A few weeks ago we had that. 4 weeks ago.
Ma lehalan, just as elsewhere, mishiv as haminim, it's from the 7 species. Shenish tabercha bahen eretz Yisrael, by which the land of Israel is praised. Afkan, so here too, mi shevach eretz Yisrael, the praise of the land of Israel, from the praise of the land of Israel. Shehain shiv'as ha-minim, that they are the 7 species. Zeis shemen, olive oil. Oil olives.
Well, zeis shemen, oil of olives. Or maybe even better, olives of oil, rather than anything. Olives of oil. Zeis shel shemen. That's zeis shemen. Zeis shel shemen.
Zeis egori.
That's a Rashi said. Zeis aguri. See, Rashi now is going to. It's interesting why Rashi mentions this over here. Rashi is exactly explaining 2 of the 7 species mentioned in Parshas Eikev, not mentioned here, but Rashi just made a comparison and said that when we say you've got to bring fruits of the land, it's from the 7 species mentioned in Parshas Eikev. And there it says, so Rashi now is clarifying 2 of them, Zeis Shemen and Dvash. So Rashi says Zeis Shemen means olives of oil. That really means it's a really the type of olives which are very full of oil. And that's what Rashi says now, Zais Aguri. This refers to a particular type of olive which is called Aguri.
So
And Rashi goes on to
aguri
explain.
also means oil?
No, Rashi says, continue, Sheshmonoi Ogor Besoichoi, that its oil is ensconced inside it, which means it's indicating that it's very full of oil. Whereas this is a kind of olives which produce a lot of oil. They have a lot of oil in each olive. Aguri means like ensconced. Let me see how I translated it. So whose oil is held inside it. Right. Zeishemen stated above refers to the Aguri olive, whose oil is held inside it. So I've got a note over here. The term Zeishemen means literally an olive of oil. Since all olives produce oil, it must indicate an olive that is especially full of oil, i.e. the Aguri olive, which is so called due to to its abundance of oil. Okay?
Udavash and honey.
Right.
Hu devash tamarim. It is the honey of dates.
Which means date nectar. Means the
Date nectar.
juice that is produced from the date is called dvash, because it's very, very sweet and very, how should I say it? Juicy and sweet.
Mereshis, of the first. Adam yored le toch stadehu. A man goes down into his field. V'ro'eh te'ena she bikra. And he sees a fig that has begun to ripen. Korech aleha gami. He wraps a grass reed around it. L'siman, for a sign. V'omer, and he says, Hare zo vikorim. This is hereby bikorim.
Yeah.
Now, he does this once for his field or once for each type?
Once for each type.
Once for each type. So he does it 7 times.
Well, if he doesn't necessarily grow 7 species.
Oh, he does it
He's
once for each type that he's growing.
Right.
Okay, got it.
What I want to mention something over here. Yeah. A person is only, well, we're going to see more about that. The person is obliged to bring a Bikurim at least once a year. And it preferably should be between Shavuos and Sukkot, which is the, how we say, the peak agricultural time. This is the, basically it's the harvest time. It's the harvest time. I mean, some fruits are more closer to Shavuos, some are later at Sukkot time. But that is the time, the harvest time of these seven types of fruit is between Shavuos and Sukkot. Okay?
Okay, Gimel.
Yeah.
Uvasa el hakohen asher yeh bayamim hahem va'amarta elav he gaditi hayom laShem elokecha ki vasi
Pivosi el haaretz.
El haaretz asher nishba Hashem la'avoseinu loses lanu. And you will come to the Kohen that is in your days, in those days, and you will say to him, I declare today to Hashem, your God, that I have come to the land that Hashem swore to our forefathers to give us. It's funny, it says your God. It should say our God.
Oh, right. Where did I mention this? I saw this mentioned somewhere, and I can't remember. I had this question for a long time, why it says this question, and I saw an answer that we're talking about a farmer over here. A farmer is a relatively simple person. He's basically spending most of his time busy with agriculture. He hasn't so much time to spend on spiritual pursuits.
Yeah.
And he now brings his first fruit to the Kohen. Now the Kohen represents for him a holy person, somebody who's on a much higher spiritual level. And by saying, I have declared today to Hashem, your God, meaning my aspiration is to reach your level of holiness, that I should appreciate HaKadosh Baruch Hu in the same way as you do. Hello?
Yeah, that's kind of hard to hear, I think. I would think it would lead to the opposite. By saying your God, he's emphasizing your God, but not my God. He says our
but I'm saying, obviously, so that's not obviously not the meaning over here. But then, because in the next line, a few words later, he says, "Kibosi alaretz, I've come to them, shenishba Hashem la'avoseinu." So our forefathers, lost his lonu. I hear what you're saying. I'm just trying to remember where I saw this explanation. I don't know.
Okay, so Rashi says the Kohen who will be in those days, Ein Lecha Ella Kohen Shebiyamecha. There
Because
is
Rashi's question is, this terminology is superfluous. What do you mean? You're going to go to a Kohen who was from the previous generation who's no longer alive? It's pretty obvious. The only person you can go to is the Kohen who's around in your days, right?
right. So
Rashi points out
there is not to you except the Kohen that is in your days. The
right.
Moshehu. Like he is.
Meaning, he is the one you're going to bring it to. You can't come along and say, well, what can happen is you've been bringing Bikurim for the past 40 years. And unfortunately, the Kohen whom you always brought it to has now passed on. And maybe his son or some other young Kohen is there instead. And you say to him, oh, listen, when I brought it to your father was a really holy man. He was somebody way above my level, and he was somebody who I really looked up to. But who are you? Some young upstart. I should give him you my Bikurim. Your father really deserved it. I can't see how you deserve it. So that's therefore the Torah is telling us you may be faced with such a situation. You've got to be aware. You've got to bring to the Kohen, whoever it may be, whatever level of holy level the Kohen is, the obligation is to bring it to whoever the Kohen is then in your days. Well, however, shall we say, you may consider him don't consider him on such a high spiritual level, a holy level. Nevertheless, Torah obliges you've got to bring it to the Kohen who is there at that time. Okay.
V'amarta elav, and you shall say to him, she'ein cha kefi'u
Kafui tova.
That you are not suppressing the goodness.
Which means you're not ungrateful. Right? Coffee tova is something who's ungrateful.
Communicate you're not ungrateful.
Oh, so once the chayra portion is, always you give a kid something, right? And then you say to him, say thank you. She goes, you know that? Your grandchildren do that to you? You say, go say thank you.
My grandchildren? Never.
What? They always say thank you?
My grandchildren are great.
Of course they're great. I didn't say no, but I'm just saying that a person naturally does not want to feel in a position of that he has to give gratitude. Person doesn't want to feel in a state that he is obligated to feel gratitude to somebody. That is the way normally a human being is.
I understand that, but what does that have to do with?
That's what I'm saying. So, but on marital law, you've got to open your mouth and say, Mr. Cohen, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Cohen. Well, not thank you. Thank you, Hashem, for giving me this fruit.
But it doesn't say thank you. It says, you shall say to him, I declare today to Hashem, your God, that I have come to the land.
Right? I mean, yeah, and he's obviously
No
just
thank
say,
you here.
That's what I understood. It means it's, when you're just telling you, I came to the land which Hashem gave to our forefathers to give to, promised our forefathers to give to us. Obviously, it's not just saying statement of fact. It's it's an expression of gratitude. Otherwise, I don't know. That's what the answer which I can't remember. I think I saw it somewhere. This website. The idea is actually speaking it out is something which is a. In other words, it's one thing appreciating something and somebody's giving it to you, and there's another thing. It's a higher level to be able to actually go and open your mouth and say, "Thank you. I really appreciate what you gave me." So, in other words, by the fact the Torah is saying, "Well, you should actually say it to him." That shows that you are that. In other words, the person's not going to say, "I appreciate what you gave me." I appreciate what you gave me when he doesn't really appreciate it. That's not going to be so openly, how should I say, false. So that's the chayra. Otherwise, it's as you are saying. Where does it lie in the words from Ma'atila? But you should say to him that you're not ungrateful. I'm not sure. I don't know. Okay. Anyway, well, let's stop here for today. And Bez Hashem, tomorrow we'll pick. Oh, there's one more Rashi here. Higadati hayoim.
Gadati hayom, I declare today, Pa'am echad bashana, once per year, velo shtei pa'amim, and not twice.
Right.
Okay, Rabbi, thank you so much.
Actually, I do mention, I have a note over here on the previous Rashi. It is obvious that this person is not informing the priest that he's come to the land, for the priest can see that with his own eyes. Rather, he's declaring that he recognizes the privilege of dwelling in the land and is grateful to God for that privilege. That's the Shem the Maharal or Arya. Okay. Anyway, Higadati hayoim. So the idea over here is why the word today. Today indicates this is a special day, Hayom, and also it's superfluous. Obviously, today is today. So he says I've declared today. You could just say without the word. I have declared to Hashem your God that I'm coming to the land which Hashem promised to our forefathers to give to us. So the point is, and we find this in a number of places, maybe I'll elaborate a little bit on this more tomorrow. Hayoim indicates the special day. Whereas there's only one day like it. If there are 2 days, then you can't call it Hayoim, the special day. Because there's only one special day in every yearly cycle, meaning vis-a-vis what we're talking about. Meaning there's one special day for Bikurim. There's one day of Rosh Hashanah. There's one day of Sukkot. I mean, meaning however many days it's supposed to be, but I'm saying one, that special day. Ha-Yoim indicates that there is one special day, not two. There's no other day like it. So therefore, when he says, Higadati Ha-Yoim, this indicates that it's only once a year, not twice.
Right.
Okay?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Have a great day.